Hey folks, it's Jim. I'm here with the 12 Survivors two-person Shire. They call it the 12 Survivors Shire. It's just a low-cost alternative to some of the newer style tents with good vestibule storage space. As you can see, you've got your rainfly opens up and becomes a little shade area. They do that on some of the newer tactical tents as well. And that's part of the reason why I wanted it, but I didn't want to pay $300, so I found myself a $100 alternative. And so this works well. It also, what this allows you to do is you can get two of these together. So you can put another one of these right in front, and you can use just the same pole setup for both, and put both of these shades together, and now you've got a really big shaded area for two people or three or whatever, whoever's out, and it gives you a nice area to cook and socialize and be out of the sun. You know, you get a decent shade, so you're going to be sitting around different days, especially the heat of the day. You know what I mean? But one of the main reasons why I chose this one is because it's one of the few that I found with direct top venting. It also has, like a lot of the higher cost tents, these supports, and they velcro right down, so you keep your weather out. You know, just put it down and keep your weather out, and then when you want good ventilation, just stick your piece back in and boom, you got your ventilation. Now both sides are exactly the same. They're vestibules, or you can open this up if this is the side you want to enter and whatnot, and this can be your shade area. Or you can just open one zipper, and you've got this area over here just to enter in inclement weather, so that all your gear and everything over there is staying dry in the entryway to your tent. So it gives you several options. You can also enter from this side. Good guy points, double stitched. Usually triple fabric is what I found underneath any of their guy points. If you notice how they do the stitching in here, plus this fabric is in here, so you've got triple fabric and a lot of stitching, and it's that way everywhere you have guy points on this thing. So I appreciated that about this as well, and again, it is a low cost alternative. And now this stick here, a lot of people may be wondering, why did I choose a bent stick? Well, because with this pole straight up and down, it's in my way. I have kind of broad shoulders, so by giving myself this curve over here, I get a lot more space to get in and out of this area without having to worry about my shoulders or my elbows or anything like that. And that's a bent stick, and this was an extra long piece of paracord, so it allowed me to set this up. It was super long, but it's, you know, it's just what I used. So I like to, over on this one, I put, you know, this was extra long and this is two shorts. So, and by putting loops, I always put loops in one end of my paracord, and that's why it takes me, you know, a second to get two pieces of rope together because of those loops. You just run it through its other loop, and you're done. It's that fast. So that's why I always recommend putting a loop in one end of your paracord, no matter what, because you're going to have to go around trees, you're going to have to do things. So anyway, just wanted to do that. So let's go inside and let's take a look at some of the features in there. The zipper areas all have Velcro for your rainfly to seal up, keep your inclement weathers out, and so forth. You got a nice large bathtub that's very thick poly. I don't know what the mill on that is, I forgot, but it's thick. Again, this is no CM mesh, and it seems to be very you know, normal stuff. The zippers aren't the highest quality in the world, but again, you know, they're decent, and this isn't something that I'm relying on in a, you know, below zero situation. And even if I was, you know, my bivvy's going to take care of it, but this is mainly something that I'm only going to use 5 times a year, so I didn't want to spend $300. This is a $100 alternative. But you have these pockets, okay? You got those, that one on that side, and this one over here on this side. And what I wanted to show on this was, I really liked this about it. Okay, you got this outer pocket, okay, for all your immediate stuff, your cell phones or whatever you're going to be carrying, and then you've got this other inner pocket right here, okay? So I like the way they thought this through, keeping your gear separated. Both sides have one, okay, in opposite corners. Something else that I liked was this hook. They thought that through for your lights. So, you know, campers and people who use this stuff put this together. That's why I liked it. People who actually use gear designed this and put it together. So the only thing that I would have liked more would have been a basket. But because you have this in here, okay, you might be able to rig something up. You know what I mean? And yeah, so, you know, you got a couple of hooks and stuff where you're going to be tying it out. So you got another one over here, right? So you know, you might be able to put something up there if you needed to, or make something out of this, put a basket on or something. But yeah, I just and it's cool in here because of that ventilation, right? You got direct top vent. That's what I like. So when it's hot and buggy like it is right now, that's why I like this. Hot and buggy, and it stays vented nicely, and that I enjoy about it. Okay, so that's kind of why I got it, and I feel pretty confident that this will handle, you know, a decent wind load if guyed out properly and all that. And I don't even think you really need to guy it out too much. I haven't guyed these because I don't think I need them. With it staked out, it's so aerodynamic, I think it's pretty good. Now, obviously, if you're in 50-mile-an-hour winds, you're going to maybe want to guy it out. But otherwise than that, or your basic trips and so forth. And again, both sides can do this. And you don't have to do this. It's just a nice feature to have on a smaller, low-cost tent. I really appreciate that about it. We're getting bugs all over. The other thing I liked about it was the color. I don't like bright purples and pinks and reds and yellows and all that in the field. I like a soft color that blends a little better with my environment, and this provided that for me as well. So it's another reason why I got it. When you stake it out, again, you've got your quick snaps and your quick tots. It makes it very easy to set up and quick, and it was set up fast. Okay, even my first time setting this up, it's so simple and basic. Bang, done. You know what I mean? Very fast. And while tarp camping is lighter, it's not as convenient, I'll tell you that. And there are times that I like lean-tos, but when it's bug season like it is right now, no. And I don't like bug net in my hammock either. I usually use spring and fall, I use hammock setups. And when it's non-bug season, I like the lightweight hammock alternatives and the quick setup of that. But this is very fast too, as fast as a hammock, and maybe 1.5 pounds heavier than a hammock setup if you're carrying, you know, straps. So for me, not a big deal. You know, I have the Enos and other stuff, and you know, about 5 times a year I'll probably be using this. And so that's why I wanted a low-cost alternative rather than the Eureka or the military, which was $300 for the blackout military. This gives me a blending with my environment, gives me excellent ventilation, decent quality, not the highest quality again, but decent. I feel confident that bathtub will stay dry. Easy to set up, very fast to set up, well thought out setup. And lightweight, 5.5 pounds pack weight total. Drop your bags, drop your stakes, drop that guy cord they give you, use your paracord and other things. I think you can get this down to 4.5, or maybe even lighter than that. I don't know. I haven't weighed it out yet. So at 4.5 pounds, I think I'm doing all right. You know, and that's why I got it. I wanted something lightweight, easy to set up, ventilated well, plenty of gear storage, and gave me some alternatives, such as this sunshade right here. And it's not big. It sleeps me very comfortably. Would sleep 2 people, but if you're my size, it's going to be tight. If you got somebody who's smaller, well, you're going to be okay. And you can work your gear on both sides. You got your vestibule space on both sides exactly the same. You got your rainfly. And remember, again, when you get 2 of these out in the field, you can connect these flies to give yourself a nice big shaded area for socializing and cooking and those things. Or you know, if you're working your radios or whatever out in the field or whatnot. And that's part of the reason why I like this. It gives me a decent sitting area if you got a camp chair or something like that. And even not, you know, just cut a block of wood and you're good to go, or sit on your backside. But it's decent setup, and again, it's not a Hilleberg, so don't expect the greatest quality. But for $100, this thing gives me a lot of versatility and a ton of storage space, great ventilation, a wonderful bathtub, and great no-seam mesh too, which are all the things that I wanted. No bugs, no water, and versatility, and plenty of storage. Those were my requirements when I went for this, and that's what I got with it. And again, easy to set up. I think I can do this in 5 minutes, I'm pretty sure. If you're not very good at setting up tents, you too will be fast at this too, and you'll be under 10 minutes for sure. Even if it's your first time, I think you'll find you'll be under 10 minutes setting this up. Anyway, experience, strength, and hope. I hope you're having a great day and a great life, and we'll see you again. Jim out.